Hey everybody, Cynthia here. I'm back to share another craft show video for my craft series. I haven't done one in a while. And what I decided to make were some earrings, and I want to show you guys how to create them. So it pretty much started with this pair here that I actually had. I purchased these. And I liked them so much I wanted to try to make them. So I just kind of checked them out, see how I thought they were made, and then I came up with these pink drop ones, which I think are really cute. The thing is, the wire that was used on these and the ones that I used is the 20 gauge wire, and it's really pliable. You can bend it into any shape you want, which is fine, but for earrings you want something a little more sturdy. So I watched a video, which I will post a link below to this lady's channel. I can't remember her name, I'm sorry about that, but I will post a video or a link below to her video tutorial. And when she made her earring, she used the stainless steel memory wire from Beaded Hoop Earrings. This is the size I used. And the memory wire is a lot different because when you pull on it, it goes right back into shape. And it's very durable. It's not real thick, but it's very strong. So what I ended up doing, as you can probably see over here, I made a bunch of different sizes, which you'll want to do. And then when I liked the size that I cut, I made a template by putting a piece of tape around it and marking it. So these are my extra small, and then I have my medium, my small, my large, and then my extra large wire. And then all I do is butt it up against one of the loops here, and I use it as a template. So I measure it out and then I cut it, and then that way my earrings will be the same size on each side. So that's how I cut my wire. And let me show you some of the other ones that I made. These are the ones that I made following the lady's tutorial that I'm going to link below. She actually beaded up her wire, so I did the same thing. I made these little turtle charms, and I think they came out so cute. I love them. And then I made some of the drop ones that I like. I'm going to show you these. These are my smaller ones. These are my extra small ones. I'll take one off so you can kind of see what it looks like. Just a beaded charm hung into like a teardrop loop. It's nice when you cut the wire shorter, it makes like a teardrop on its own. These are my pink ones. And I plan on charging anywhere from like $6 to $8, maybe $10 at the absolute most. But they're just costume jewelry, you know. Eventually they'll probably over time tarnish. It's not like these are sterling silver or anything like that. So $6 to $8 I think is a fair deal. And then I made a few larger ones. Here are two that are larger. These have the teapot charms in them, which I think are cute. And as you can see here, I have some chain that I added, and then my beaded charm. I love that look. And then I have these really large ones, which they look really big when you put them on. They're really pretty, with the butterfly charms. So I made those. And then yesterday I went shopping, and Michael's and Joann's has 70% off a lot of their beads, and I found Halloween pumpkin beads. And for my craft show, I'm kind of in charge with another person for the Halloween department. So I made us some Halloween earrings because we'll be walking around working in that department. I thought they were so cute. I used a little tiny black seed bead, then the pumpkin charm, and then I got these really pretty green sparkly crystal beads, and then a black crystal one. So I ended up making 4 sets of these. So one of them I'm definitely going to keep. And then I still have 4 of these left. I'm going to use these for Christmas looking earrings because I have some Christmas stocking charms and stuff like that. But today I'm going to show you how to create the bead drop with the hoop around it. And if you want to learn how to make the ones that you bead the wire up, I'm going to post a link below. Like I said, you can check the tutorial out. It's fantastic. So let's get started. I have a pair of round nose pliers and I have a pair of flat ones, and I have one of these. Now I bought them in different sizes. They kind of remind me, they're jewelry findings, but they kind of remind me of a flat head pin because they have a flat head on them. They're not sharp like a pin, but you can get them in all different sizes. And for this one I'm using like a medium size. And I'm just going to start beading up my, I call them pins, if I can pick my bead up. So I'm using a silver bead cap and then a crystal bead and a crystal rondelle, which the rondelle beads have these crystals in them. They're kind of a little more on the expensive side, but I picked up a pack because, like I said, I found them at 70% off. So if you shop sales, you really don't have to spend a lot on the more expensive beads. So I beaded up my charm here, and I'm going to make a loop on the wire here, but I see that it's just a little too long. So I'm just going to take my wire cutters and trim that off a little, and then I'll take my round nose and I'm just going to get in here at the tip and spin it around so it looks like that, and then I'm going to put my pliers back in and just kind of tilt it back a little bit so that I have room to close it up and create a loop. Okay. Oh, let me get this twisted back around so you can see that we have a loop there. Okay. And now we're going to work on the wire itself. So on the wire, I'm going to spin, or I'm going to create a loop on the end parallel to the wire. Get your round nose. Now this wire is very strong, so you're going to have to use some of your hand strength to really spin it, and you'll know what I mean when you get these. So that loop is not exactly closed all the way, and with my hands I have a hard time with that, so I'm going to use my flat pliers and just pinch it and close that loop back up nice and tight. Okay, so you have that. That's parallel. Now this side, instead of doing it parallel, I'm going to make my loop going away from me. And you'll see why in a second. Okay, so you have one parallel, one going away. And what I'm going to do before I completely close this up is I'm going to hook them together. Just like that. They look like that. And now this one that's open a little bit, I'm going to take my flat pliers and just close that up completely. Push it closed. So you guys should have something that looks like this. Hopefully my camera's in focus. Okay. And what you're going to need is an earring back. And if you can see on here, there's a little silver ball that moves. And I'm just going to push it up a little bit with my nail, and you can see that there's an opening here on this hoop. So I put my round nose pliers in. I'm going to open that hoop a little bit so that I have room to hang my beaded charm Pop that in there. And then I'm also going to hang, whoop, the hoop that we just created right in there on the earring back. And then I'm going to take my flat pliers again and get in there and close that little loop back up. So now it's completely closed and you have your earring. So these are the two that I just, well, this one we just created, and there's its partner. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you absolutely have fun creating yours. And like I said, I'll post a link below if you'd like to check out the tutorial that I watched on how to actually bead up your wire. It's pretty similar. You just, you're beading up your wire instead of hanging a drop on here. So I'll post that below, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Oh, and I will, once I figure out how I'm going to package these up for my craft fair, I'll definitely come back and show you guys what I did. I'm really not sure how I want to package them yet. My craft fair is a long time away, actually. I think my next one's in October, to be honest with you, so I'm really ahead of myself here, but that's good because I'll have a lot of things going into these shows. I actually have 2 in October that I'm doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any before that, but I don't know if I'm going to put these in the jewelry department or the beach department because they're kind of beachy, but I think they're cute. So anyway, when I package them up, I'll definitely come back and share that with you. And take care, guys. Happy crafting.